We're doing it. We are asking the big question. What are you serving for your upcoming holiday events? What is on the menu for Christmas dinner or that big Hanukkah party you're having? If you are the host for any events during this holiday season, you've got to be prepared with a menu ahead of time. Now, don't let that scare you. If it hasn't even crossed your mind yet, you clicked on the right video. Today, we're going to go through recipes from our favorite online food bloggers and cookbook authors to give you some inspiration and maybe a full menu to be served at your upcoming holiday event. Hello, if you are new here, my name is Jacqueline Poole with Mod Assistants. We are household management and business admin experts, and on this channel, we take the years of experience from our team of personal and virtual assistants to help you within your home and at your business. We are breaking down this video into 5 sections, so it's really easy for you to follow along and find exactly what you need. We're going to be talking about appetizers, salads, sides, the main dish, and of course, dessert. We'll have all of these sections listed in the description box below, along with any links to these recipes, so you can get everything you need if one of these jumps out at you and you'd like to cook it for your upcoming event. So let's get things started with appetizers. For appetizers, we had to go with the Dallas-based blogger, The Baker Mama. She is, after all, the queen of boards. If you are new to The Baker Mama, be sure to head to our website and check out all of the incredible and creative variations she has for a charcuterie board. It is not just your usual meats and cheeses. She goes all out with all different kinds of themes. She's got a movie night board, an after-school snack board, game day boards, and even a donut board. The ideas are endless, and her website really is so fun to browse around. But today we want to talk about some board options specific to the holiday season, or options we think would be a really good idea for a holiday get-together. We had to start out with the Ugly Sweater Charcuterie Board. This is just too much fun to pass up. And as she says on her website, she calls it a cheesy and silly board that your guests won't be able to stop talking about. And it really is fun. But the other thing is, it's really easy to make. You're not going to find any special or hard to get ingredients for this charcuterie board. It is mostly made up of cheeses, of meats, and maybe a couple little extras like Spanish Queen olives, crackers, Marcona almonds, and some grapes and rosemary sprigs just to add in some color. All of these things you'll likely be able to find at your local grocery store. It's just all about placing it correctly on your board. Another board of Megan's that we really love is the Healthy Santa Snack Board. Of course, a lot of the recipes for the holiday season are really rich and indulgent, so it's sometimes nice to start out your meal with something really healthy. And this is incredibly fun because it's a Santa Claus. Everyone's going to love this, children included. Maybe it'll even get your kids to eat some veggies. Just like the last board, we love this because it again doesn't have any specialty items. The board is mainly made up of plain hummus, some black olives, cherry tomatoes, red bell peppers, fresh mini mozzarella balls, cauliflower florets, club crackers, broccoli florets, all arranged into a giant Santa Claus face on your serving tray. And lastly, her candy cane caprese board. I mean, we really just can't choose between the 3 which one is the cutest. But this is going to be a nice option if you don't want to lean into the veggies or the meats and cheeses. This is going to be completely vegetarian if that's something that is important for your party. And again, it is a stunner. It is so fun for someone to come in and see a charcuterie board that's arranged in the shape of a candy cane. As Megan calls it on the website, it is simple and stunning. The ingredients for this board is sliced mozzarella, fresh tomatoes, fresh basil leaves, a balsamic glaze, some olive oil, flaky sea salt, and a toasted baguette, all arranged beautifully on a wood serving board. If you haven't thought about doing appetizers for your holiday party, it is really nice to have something for your guests to snack on as soon as they arrive. And these boards will be really fun ways to get the party started on the right foot because they are fun, festive, and really delicious. Next, let's talk salads. You gotta have some greens on the table. And for salads, we want to bring attention to Justine Snacks. She is known for her plant-forward cooking and her unique take on seasonal ingredients. We love her for all of her recipes. She has a wide variety of recipes on her blog, and she's also great to follow on social media. If you check out some of her videos that she posts, she's very down to earth, very good at explaining the ingredients and the steps it takes for her recipes, and we just adore watching her. But we are going to focus on her salads for today. If you want to lean into the traditional route for a holiday salad, Brussels sprouts is likely going to come to mind. We love her roasted fennel and Brussels sprout salad with fig balsamic. Fig is another ingredient that we love in the fall or around the holiday season. What's fun about this salad option is that it is a baked salad. The salad is comprised of roasted fennel and Brussels sprouts, both baked before serving. So it is not going to be your fresh, right out of the refrigerator type salad, but because it's roasted, it does add a little bit of a heartier taste to it, which goes really well with the other types of foods and dishes that we see at a holiday get-together. This salad is comprised of fennel, Brussels sprouts, extra virgin olive oil, some salt and pepper, a can of butter beans, chili oil for that little bit of spice, balsamic vinegar, honey, black figs, rosemary, garlic, and red pepper flakes. Likely a lot of ingredients that you may have on hand or can easily get at your local store. Justine includes a lot of great tips in her blog post on this recipe, all about how to get the right consistency of the vegetables, so be sure to read through what she has online before getting started with the salad. Another salad that incorporates some classic ingredients for this time of year is her cranberry and radicchio salad. We really like this option because it is a smaller portion. If you don't want to serve a giant salad that's going to overtake some of the other side dishes, this is a really nice option. Plus, cranberry is again an ingredient that we think of this time of year and is pretty festive in itself. So if you want to keep to a theme, a festive theme with your menu, this is a really great option. The ingredient list for this salad is not too long. The salad itself is radicchio, endive, crushed pecans, some fresh mint leaves, goat cheese, and 1 large pomegranate for those pomegranate seeds. The cranberry sauce dressing is a canned cranberry sauce with white wine vinegar, Dijon mustard, salt and pepper, and extra virgin olive oil. A really easy recipe to follow along with, but it's going to be really impressive when you serve it to your guests. For our last suggestion of salads for your holiday meal, we wanted to have a little bit of fun and do something a little bit different. So we chose Justine's spicy kale and cabbage salad. Now, spice is not going to be for everyone, but we have a lot of friends and family members that love spice and love to have some sort of spice incorporated into their meal. Many of the other traditional side dishes and main dishes for the holiday season don't incorporate spice. So if you'd like to, this is a really good option. The other reason we love this salad is because it uses kale. Kale is very unique because it holds up to the dressing beautifully. While many other greens have a very short life after the dressing is added, both kale and cabbage can really hold their own. So if you're choosing to dress your salad in advance, do a little bit of meal prep ahead of time, this is a great salad for that option because your salad won't end up wilted and completely destroyed by the time you serve it. It's going to really hold up to the dressing. So a fun, unique take on a holiday salad. Next up is sides. And for sides, we are looking to Jessica at How Sweet Eats. We have been a long-time fan of Jessica and all of her recipes, both on her blog and with her multiple cookbooks, because they are truly unique. With all of the recipes online these days, it's really hard to find unique recipes. She somehow figures out how to take some of the everyday ingredients and combine them in ways you haven't even thought of to come out with the most delicious food. She, like many of the other chefs that we've talked about so far today, has a variety of recipes on her website, everything from baking to breakfast to breads to main dishes. And what we're going to focus on today, some delicious side dishes. First up, a brown butter and herb mashed potato bake. Of course, when you think of side dish, your mind probably goes to potatoes. Any kind of potato is a great option for a side served at a holiday event. We really love this particular option, one, for the brown butter. Brown butter makes everything better, but also the fact that it is a bake and it's baked in a casserole dish. So it adds that extra layer of flavor, but also makes it a little bit easier on the person making the dish because you can put it into the oven and leave it and not worry about it while you're preparing some other items for your holiday table. The ingredients for Jessica's brown butter and herb mashed potato bake is Yukon Gold potatoes, unsalted butter, sour cream, fresh chopped chives, and salt and pepper. Really easy, but like we've mentioned before, all about the technique and taking that time to brown the butter. That will make all of the difference. If you're looking to serve a vegetable alongside of your main dish, think about this maple mustard green bean option with pomegranate and goat cheese. These green beans provide a delicious, crisp side dish that is full of flavor. It is not going to be your boring green bean side. The addition of the maple mustard vinaigrette and the pomegranate and goat cheese, it's such a nice balance of warm, fresh, salty, sweet, a little bit of everything. And just as a bonus, if you are serving this for your Christmas dinner, the recipe itself comes out with bright colors of green, red, and white. So perfect for the holidays. Ingredients for this dish are fresh green beans, shallots, olive oil, pomegranate, goat cheese. And for the maple mustard vinaigrette, apple cider vinegar, Dijon mustard, maple syrup, salt and pepper, extra virgin olive oil, and some chopped chives as a garnish. If you are someone who likes to serve a bread or biscuit option at your holiday meal, these smoked cheddar sour cream biscuits are a great idea. Just judging from the title itself, smoked cheddar sour cream, you know these are going to be absolutely delicious. They are loaded with smoked cheddar cheese, which brings a smoky, cheesy, buttery flavor to the bread. They are flaky with all of the layers that you want in a biscuit and serve as a really nice side dish alongside some vegetables or possibly a salad. The ingredients for these smoked cheddar sour cream biscuits are all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, unsalted butter, apple smoked cheddar, sour cream, whole milk, and some heavy cream for brushing the tops of the biscuits. Now you are making these biscuits from scratch. Keep that in mind. If you are new to that, it might not be the best option to try for a holiday meal, but if you are comfortable with making bread, we certainly suggest trying these as a little bit of a unique take on your traditional biscuit served alongside your meal. Let's talk main dish. We had to go with Jocelyn from Grandbaby Cakes for the main dish. You might be a little surprised by this because if you know of Jocelyn, maybe from the cooking channel, or perhaps you're already a follower of hers, you probably think dessert and baker when you think of Jocelyn. And it's true, she has incredible decadent desserts on her website. But we also love her for her main dishes. And this is your sign to not look past her main dishes, because you will be really happy with them. We love that she takes some classic vintage Southern recipes and puts a fresh new twist on them. But today we have 3 that are specific to a great holiday meal. First things first, a honey glazed ham. There is nothing more traditional for a Christmas or holiday dinner than a honey baked ham. And we love Jocelyn's recipe because she gives you 2 options, cooking it in the oven or using a slow cooker. We, of course, are huge fans of slow cooker recipes. They work really, really well for meal prep and to get yourself ahead of the curve if you're cooking an entire meal. So the fact that you could bake your honey glazed ham in a slow cooker, I mean, what more could you ask for? The recipe for Jocelyn's honey glazed ham is pretty traditional with butter, brown sugar, honey, Dijon mustard, pineapple juice, garlic powder, and paprika. And of course, you use a fully cooked spiral sliced bone-in ham. Be sure to pay attention to the instructions listed in this recipe so that your ham and your glaze comes out as perfect as you need it to for the big holiday dinner. Absolutely a favorite of ours. If ham is not your thing, the other classic main dish for the holiday season is prime rib. It is absolutely a crowd-pleasing holiday dinner and something that leans very traditional and might be nostalgic for some of your guests. It is, of course, a little bit of a pricier option, so if you are serving a large crowd, it might not be the best, but if you have a smaller crowd for your Christmas or holiday dinner, a prime rib roast is going to be a great choice. It might sound fancy and a little bit intimidating, but Jocelyn walks us through 4 simple steps and what she calls a finger-licking blend of fresh herbs and garlic to have a tender and juicy masterpiece on your table in no time. Ingredients for this recipe are a boneless prime rib, salt and pepper, fresh rosemary, fresh thyme, garlic, and a little bit of olive oil. Very simple, to the point, but absolutely delicious. Here's a fun one. Have you ever thought about serving a pan-seared steak as your main dish for your holiday dinner? Again, this is probably going to be a good option if you are hosting a smaller amount of people, but it's an option that we don't always think about. Many times you'll think of a steak for a celebratory dinner or event. Perhaps you're going to a steakhouse. It always feels very fancy and an elegant event. You can have that same thing at home, and Jocelyn's recipe for a pan-seared steak will make it so much easier. Do not be intimidated. Following her steps and her ingredients, you will come out with a beautifully cooked steak, and your guests will be so impressed. The ingredients she uses for her pan-seared steak is, of course, a steak. She recommends a cowboy steak, vegetable oil for the searing, salt and pepper or steak seasoning, some butter, and just some chopped parsley for garnish. It really is easy. It's all about how you cook the steak, which again, she walks you through step by step, so you can feel really confident if you're choosing to make this as your main dish for your holiday event. And last but not least, dessert, what many might call the best part of the meal. And for dessert, we of course went to the Banana Diaries. We say of course because we have admittedly been obsessed with the recipes from the Banana Diaries. She cooks for all types of allergies, which is really important in today's age. So many of us have an allergy, have children with an allergy, and sometimes going to holiday parties is really difficult if you are one of those people. A lot of the times it is really hard to avoid dairy, avoid gluten, avoid eggs. Those are things that are in all kinds of holiday dishes. So if you want to have an option for a dessert that anyone with an allergy can enjoy, definitely use the recipes from the Banana Diaries. If you are the type of person that likes to serve a cake at the end of your holiday meal, take a look at this moist and rich vegan chocolate cake. Yes, that chocolate cake you're looking at right now, that is vegan. It is an ultra lush and rich vegan chocolate cake that is the definition of decadence with a soft and tender moist crumb. Frosted on top with a very creamy chocolate buttercream, you will not believe that this is vegan, which means it was made without eggs or dairy. We are so confident in these recipes from the Banana Diaries that we bet you could serve this cake to your guests and not tell them that it was vegan, and they would have no idea. The recipe for this vegan chocolate cake includes vegan buttermilk, all-purpose flour, all-natural cocoa powder, baking powder, baking soda, sea salt, granulated sugar, brown sugar, unsalted vegan butter, dairy-free yogurt, vanilla extract, and hot water mixed with some dissolvable espresso powder. We love a chocolate recipe that includes espresso. It just truly brings out that chocolate flavor. The vegan chocolate buttercream frosting is made up of vegan butter, powdered sugar, and some cocoa powder. We really suggest you giving this a try if you have cake lovers or chocolate lovers that will be at your holiday event this year. If you are more of a pie person, your family tradition is serving pies after a holiday meal. We love this homemade vegan cherry pie that is also gluten-free. So if you have any family members or friends that are both vegan and gluten-free, this recipe is perfect for them. This cherry pie tastes just like the classic, with a perfectly set cherry pie filling and the flakiest buttery pie crust that is completely vegan, dairy-free, low in sugar, and easily can be made gluten-free. A pie like this is so impressive to bring out and set down at your table for all of your guests. It is truly one of those desserts that you eat first with your eyes and then, of course, take a bite of and enjoy every last bit of it. So if you're looking for something impressive, we think this cherry pie is going to do it. The recipes for this homemade vegan cherry pie include frozen dark sweet cherries, maple syrup, arrowroot starch or cornstarch, apple cider vinegar or lemon juice, vanilla extract, almond extract, and then a vegan pie crust that is also included on the Banana Diaries website. We will link that below as well if you are making the pie crust from scratch. Okay, here's a really fun one. A copycat Pillsbury vegan Christmas slice and bake cookies. Now you know these Pillsbury cookies. The slice and bake cookies that you find in the grocery store every single year. They are so fun and festive, especially if you have kids. They love these types of cookies. But if you have a child that has an allergy, likely they've never been able to have these cookies. So to make all of that child's dreams come true, why not try and make these copycat vegan cookies all at home? They taste identical to the store-bought classic and are super easy to make in just 5 basic steps. You might be looking at these pictures and think this is going to be too much. This is going to be too much of a project. But trust us, the Banana Diaries walks us through every single step with lots of tips and tricks. So just follow along with what she has here and you'll be able to make this no sweat. The ingredients for this copycat Pillsbury vegan Christmas slice and bake cookies are all-purpose flour, cornstarch, baking powder, salt, vegan butter, granulated sugar, vanilla extract, dairy-free milk, and some natural green food coloring or matcha powder. Trust us, it's going to be worth the effort to see the looks on your guest's face when you serve a vegan option of a classic dish that we've all known since our childhood. So what do you think? After leaving this video, do you feel a little bit more confident with how you're going to put together your menu for your upcoming holiday events? We certainly hope you liked walking through some of our favorite recipes for the upcoming holiday season. Again, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos in our 30 days to holiday prep. We are posting every single day here on YouTube up until Christmas Eve, and we still have a lot of great content coming, so be sure to join in. And we'll see you in tomorrow's video.